Welcome to WWE Consoles, and this is the review of Monday Night RAW, 14th of April 2014. Now, I do admit I've not been making much reviews at all. I think the last time was probably about a month ago, so it's been pretty long. I do apologize. It's just so much hard work. It takes like all day to edit the video, record the video, and then release it. It's just a lot of hard work, and it just takes away a whole day of your life. So pretty much this is the results. Lucky that I'm at home right now, no school and nothing like that. So pretty much I have time now to make the video. So anyway, let's just get to it. Tonight's ball basically kicks off with the graphic memory of Ultimate Warrior, the legend, and we go basically all the superstars, the roster, pretty much. You know, everyone, the whole roster comes to the whole stage, and then they all just look down and remember Ultimate Warrior. And on the stage with the Ultimate Warrior gear, and then Jerry Lawler leads up to a video package of his career, and then we come back and then we get a 10-bell salute for him, and then we see the entire roster. Even Vince McMahon was there. Lawler invites us to celebrate the life of Ultimate Warrior tonight. And then Triple H leads everyone to everyone in a big Warrior chant, and fans cheer. So basically, the match, the whole show kicks off with RVD versus Alberto Del Rio in a IC tournament match. So pretty much, the whole thing was RVD gets the win and then advances into the tournament by the cross arm breaker. Pretty much, he blocks the cross arm breaker and then more back and forth stuff, and he just wins the match. So yeah, that was pretty good. Good match. I'll probably give that 2.5 stars out of 5. And we get a look at Kane, Triple H, and Batista last week beating down Daniel Bryan last week. And then we see a clip from pretty much Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista walking in and then shaking hands. And then we can't really hear what's actually being said, but that's the whole thing backstage that happens. And the authority is talking to Batista and Orton backstage, and they say they need to focus on the Shield right now. And then he says that they remind him a lot of Evolution, and Triple H doesn't know if anyone can stop the Shield, but Stephanie does, and she's looking at them right now. And Triple H says that if they are on the same page, no one can stop. Nobody, including the Shield, can stop them. So Batista only wants to be champ, but Orton is also thinking about his own career, and then they walk out. So we get a little bit of a glimpse of the reuniting of Evolution. So that's something pretty good. Curse Axel and Ryback versus Goldust and Cody. This was a good match, I gotta say. This was a pretty good match. Axel dumps Goldust to the floor, and then Cody nails a disaster kick to Axel, and Ryback blocks a disaster kick with a Me-Fuck clothesline for the win. So Ryback and Curse Axel win the match, and I'm pretty happy for these two, because I'm predicting these two to face the Usos for Extreme Rules somehow, some way, and win the championships, let's say. So this is pretty good. Paige and Alicia Fox. This was a good match as well, because Paige applies her Scorpion Crosslock at the end for the win, and Paige wins the match. A great moment, brilliant moment for Paige last week on Raw. It was a great Raw last week. The Usos versus Randy Orton and Batista once again. This was a non-title match, so pretty much the whole thing came up at the end with the Shield attacking Batista and Randy Orton, so that Batista and Randy Orton can win by disqualification. And then what happens was that they just run away, and Rain hits a Superman punch to knock out Batista to the floor with Orton, and then the Shield's music hits to a pop as Orton and Batista scramble up the ramp and then just walk away. And Triple H shakes his head and says, "Told ya." He told them that the Shield would come and interrupt them and attack them. So something like that's gonna happen probably tonight. And then Paul Heyman comes out, introduces himself as the advocate for the conqueror of the streak, Brock Lesnar, and also for the King of Swing, Cesaro. And out he comes with no theme music. He looks like he's a heel now, so something like that didn't really happen. But Cesaro versus Mark Henry was next for the IC tournament match. Cesaro won the match by doing a neutralizer on Henry for the win. Not sure what's really happened to Henry, but he's gone really down now. So that's a shame because I had such high hopes for this person. But it looks like he's gonna be retiring probably by next year or after that or something like that. So he's taking it simple for himself. But it was Rusev versus Woods. So this was a debut kind of match. Not really debut because he debuted last week. But it was a good match. It was a good dominant match for him for Rusev because he won the match by the big side slam and the accolade for the win. And then Jack Swagger versus Sheamus for the IC title tournament match. This was a good match as well. I mean, Swagger there was a bit of a bit, rusty sometimes, but Sheamus won the match. Ends up getting the win with a bro kick and advances into the tournament. So they're trying to make the IC Championship even more bigger, but I'm not sure what's really happening to the United States Championship much with Dean Ambrose because he's the longest reigning champion, but not really because he hasn't defended it in ages. So yeah, that's something. But basically, I also there was a John Cena and Wyatt family segment with John Cena joking around, talking about them three faces and then comparing them to Sister Abigail's with, on the screen, putting like a girl kind of body and putting Bray's face on the girl. So it's pretty funny, but, Wyatt says that he covers the monster inside him by putting jokes out for everyone, and that's pretty true because, Cena pretty much says that he says that all he can do. Wyatt says to John Cena that all he can do is just make jokes so that he can look a bit, face. If I'd say just a little bit of a baby face because he is a baby face for the last 12 years, 11 years, 10 years. So yeah, that's something really true about him. But Cena also did say that the monster inside him does not exist because, he proved that at WrestleMania that the monster does not exist in him, but it pretty much is because he actually was he was teasing people that the monster soon will unleash, but not that night. So it leads up to a challenge for Wyatt in a steel cage match at Extreme Rules, which he accepts, and pretty much he's got the whole world with him. So pretty much that's what he starts singing with the crowd. So yeah, I'm excited for this match. I thought it would probably be Extreme Rules, but it's a steel cage now. So okay. Dolph versus Bad News Barry. I really like Bad News Barry. I really like him. I think he's got something really good in the future. Probably a IC champion. So that'll be something good. But Bad News Barry won the match and by the DDT. I mean, he blocks the DDT from Dolph Ziggler and nails the bullhammer for the win. So yeah. And then pretty much we get a promo video of the Evil Kane coming back. Now we finally get something good from Kane. Kane announces that he is gonna remove his old wearing mask and then get a new big red monster inside him sometime. Probably think he's gonna be coming back next week or something. I'm not really sure, but Daniel Bryan's not here tonight because he's on his honeymoon with Bria Bella because they got married this weekend. Congrats to them as well. So yeah, pretty much the Shield versus Alberto Del Rio, Fandango, Swagger, Jinder Mahal, Heath Slater, Drew McIntyre, Titus O'Neil, Ryback, Curtis Axel, Alex Rusev, and Bad News Barrett in a 11-on-3 handicap match. This was something pretty good because basically what happened was, the match was about 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, and what happened was that the Shield go back in the ring, stand tall, and the group 11 on the 3 just attack each other. But out comes Evolution with their theme. The music hits, and Evolution's music hits, and out comes Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton. Evolution walks to the ring, and rest of the heels leave the ring, and they just completely destroy the Shield. And at the end, Triple H says, "Believe in Evolution." So this was a pretty awesome segment to end Raw. It was brilliant, I'd say. I thought it was really good. And yeah. So, yeah. not a bad Raw. I mean, it was a bit boring, but Daniel Bryan wasn't really here. Not much matching, not much action for John Cena either. You know, something they had to do something about that. So yeah, it wasn't very good Raw. I'd say. I mean, I'm not really sure how to say about this, but I'd give it 2.5 stars. I'd say, you know, it wasn't very interesting, but except for the end. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, subscribe, and spread this video around. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.